हूँ आपकी नॉन स्टॉप निकी और मेरे साथ आज मैं अकेली नहीं हूँ, कोई है, इनको इंट्रोड्यूस कराऊंगी, थोड़ा सब्र करो। आपकी नॉन स्टॉप निकी हर बार कुछ ना कुछ स्पेशल आपके पास ले ही आती है और इस बार हमने सोचा एंटरटेनमेंट हो गया, बॉलीवुड हो गया, तो क्यों ना फिटनेस भी हो जाए। तो बस फिर फीवर फिट की हो चुकी है शुरुआत मेरे यानी नॉन स्टॉप निकी के साथ, बट विद द फर्स्ट सीजन व्हिच इज योगा विद नम्रता। हाउ आर यू?
वेरी वेल।
तो इनके बारे में आपको बता दूं, इतनी लिस्ट ऑफ अकम्प्लिशमेंट्स हैं कि मैं अगर बताना शुरू करूं तो ये एपिसोड उसी से भर जाएगा। बट टू कीप शॉर्ट एंड क्रिस्प, 26 सालों से ये योगा करती आ रही हैं और 26 सालों से इतने सारे लोगों की लाइफ को बड़े प्यार से ट्रांसफॉर्म किया है। और जब पहले योगा स्टूडियो की बात होती है तो गोवा में बहुत ही प्यार से जो लाइफस्टाइल है ऑफ गोवा है या फिर द लाइफस्टाइल ऑफ योगा है वो वहां तक भी उन्होंने पहुंचा दिया है। और मैं आपको इतना बता दूं, कराटे में भी ये ब्लैक बेल्ट है। इतनी सारी चीजें नम्रता आप कैसे कर लेते हो?
आई एम ऑलरेडी लेविटेटिंग Nikki with that introduction. Thank you so much.
And we are starting yoga with Namrata. So how did yoga begin in your life? मतलब एक होता था something would have happened or did somebody come and tell you, Namrata, you should start doing yoga? Was it like that? How was the journey?
It was as far from that as possible. So I think it was chance, destiny, all put together. I was diagnosed with a very advanced thyroid. And because I was so shocked and because modern medical science didn't really have any medication for it to resolve the problem, I desperately started looking towards an answer. And that is what led me first to alternative sciences and then specifically to yoga. And once I got into yoga, I don't think I ever looked back.
Wow. And I don't want to reveal her age, but अगर मैं आपको बताऊँ ना, संतूर एड अगर आपने देखा है, लिटरली वही वाइब आप देते हो।
You already revealed my age, Nikki.
I take back my words, edit लेकिन मत करना। पर इसी चाम के साथ हम बहुत सब जानते हैं कि योगा क्या है, पर आपसे जब मैंने कनेक्ट किया है, I think can you give a perspective कि actually योगा क्या है? Can we start with that first?
योगा एक साइंस है पहले तो। It's not a workout routine, it's a science, and it's one of India's oldest sciences. And this science basically was dealing with how do you develop the mind and the body in a way in which the potential of a person can be used to the maximum. So nothing in yoga is done where you look at the body by itself without looking at the mind too. So every technique in yoga, however simple or complicated it seems to be, is actually looking at how to improve the function of not just your physical aspect, but your mental aspect also. And in today's world, Nikki, where there is so much pressure, so much stress, yoga is one of those things that is going to become a have to, go to, something which is going to take over your life.
वाह, तो ये आपकी लाइफस्टाइल की आदत का जो है ना जिम्मा हम उठाने वाले हैं और आज से हमारे एपिसोड में आप बहुत सारी बातें, बहुत सारी टेक्निक्स भी जानेंगे। तो देर किस बात की, ये हमारा योगा विद अमृता बहुत सारी चीजें कवर करेगा। बट टू बिगिन विद, मुझे लगता है हम करने वाले हैं अपना वो लुक चेंज और नम्रता आपको बताएंगी ब्रीदिंग के बारे में बहुत सारी बातें। तो लेट्स गो।
डन। तो निकी, जिंदगी में शायद और कोई इतनी इम्पोर्टेंट चीज नहीं है जैसे ब्रीदिंग है। और जो एक चीज जिसके बारे में हम कभी नहीं सोचते हैं वो है हाउ वी ब्रीथ। Whenever I used to ask at any of the workshops कि what is the correct way of breathing? Should you breathe, for instance, with your nose or should you breathe from your mouth? Or I used to ask people, जब तुम breathe in करते हो तो does your chest go out or does it go in? Everybody would look extremely confused because ये एक चीज है जिसके बारे में हम सोचते नहीं हैं और सोचने से हम लोग सोचते हैं कि ये ब्रीदिंग कितनी बोरिंग चीज है, कौन बैठ के ब्रीदिंग के बारे में सोचेगा। बट द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज कि हर सांस के साथ एक तो यू आर ensuring that you don't get enough of fuel because oxygen is basically the fuel by which your entire physiological, physical and mental system keep alive. और उसके अलावा the way in which you breathe, for instance, supposing you are a person who breathes in a very arrhythmic way. A lot of people are very excitable. A lot of people, for instance, tend to lose their temper very often. Every time this happens, you will find कि तुम्हारा जो breathing है, it becomes very erratic, arrhythmic. And this affects your entire physiology, your heartbeat, the way in which your nerves are working. And this has a direct effect on your brain. Unless you know how to control the way in which you are breathing, you don't really have the door to either getting enough and good amount of fuel, which is oxygen, or even making sure that all your brain functions happen in a rhythmic and productive way.
तो हमने जाना कि ब्रीदिंग कितनी जरूरी है, पर अब आप और मैं ये देखने वाले हैं कि किस तरीके से हमें ये ब्रीदिंग करनी चाहिए। तो नम्रता, क्या आप हमें डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करके प्रैक्टिकली बता सकते हैं?
तो ब्रीदिंग में दो चीजें होती हैं. Two things are of great significance. One is to understand कि जब आप एक breath लेते हो, what is the process involved? What are your organs which come into effect, and how do you utilize them correctly? So a yogic breath actually consists of three different parts of your body. You don't only think of lungs. Normally जब हम लोग ब्रीथ करते हैं तो हम सोचते हैं कि हम lungs को, we focus our entire attention only on the lungs. But the important thing to understand is that if you want to have the maximum lung capacity, जैसे कि आप सबसे ज़्यादा ऑक्सीजन अपने सिस्टम में लो, then you need to use three sets of different kinds of muscles. One is your clavicular muscles, which have to do with your collarbone area. The second, of course, which we all know, is the thoracic or the chest area. And the third is the abdominal or the stomach area. All these three muscles need to be used in a correct way in order for you to learn how to take the maximum amount of energy into your system. So obviously, if you need to take the maximum amount of fuel into your system, you need to expand this cavity which you have inside you, which consists of your lungs. Inside your chest, you need to expand at the maximum. So each time you inhale, remember that your entire chest and abdominal area must go out. That is the first thing. Each time you exhale, your stomach and your abdomen must take out all the unwanted air. This is one thing people are very confused about. Whenever I ask them, some of them say, when you inhale in, you should take your chest inwards. Some of them say outwards. Some of them get confused. So this is the first thing. The second thing that you must understand about breathing is that in order for you to be able to maximize the productive exchange of gases, you must have time, enough time. So if you breathe too fast, then there is very little time for an exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide to happen. So, हमेशा आपको याद होगा कि whenever as a child you used to lose your temper, आपकी माँ आपको बोलती होगी, please wait, count to 10. My mom always used to tell me, don't lose your temper so fast, count to 10. The idea is each time you slow down anything, you stretch time, the exchange that can happen in that process happens much better. So the slower you breathe, the better. So you must be knowing this, Nikki, that animals, it has been found in nature, which breathe slower, they tend to live longer. And animals which tend to breathe, their respiratory rate is fast, they tend to live for a much shorter time. For instance, you know that the giant tortoise is the longest living animal on earth. And do you know how many times it breathes? it breathes only 4 times a minute. So this is very, very important to understand. Breathe slow, breathe correctly, all right? And always remember that everything in life depends on doing things in rhythm. So life is just like a dance. If you want to dance till the end of your life, do it in a rhythmic way. These 3 rules if you follow, you will be good for the rest of your life. तो जब आप breathe करते हैं, the first thing you must understand is जो आपका chest है, it must expand as much as possible. So for instance, let me count to 4. When you inhale, 2, 3, 4. And when you exhale, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, जो आपका abdominal area है, that must also expand simultaneously. So when you inhale, 2, 3, 4. So you know my stomach, can you see this? And then you exhale, 2, 3, 4. So when you have to do a yogic breath, you combine both. So when you inhale, 2, 3, 4, you're expanding the entire frontal area. And similarly, you exhale, 2, 3, 4. This in a nutshell is the correct way to do each breath. And then of course, I will take you into pranayam, where you learn how to stretch each breath to your maximum capacity. The more you stretch your breath, the more you elongate your breath, the more you slow down the respiratory rate in your system. And उससे आपकी longevity, life और health हर breath के साथ बढ़ेगी.